Let's dive into the discussions shaping the nation.
I just want to take the opportunity to compliment all the frontline workers, our ESB workers, our local authority workers, fire services, civil defence, and the many people in our sporting and voluntary organisations who really rose to the challenge of helping people, particularly people who are vulnerable, people without power, without connectivity and without a water supply in their homes. I think there's a lesson there for the ESB at corporate level, at board level, at chief executive and senior management level. What has been done about more and more investment in the grid over the years? I mentioned here yesterday, I raised on occasions in this House before, the need to ensure that the ESB, that the transmission line corridors were free of obstacles. That was not the way. Forests and plantations have not been maintained to a proper standard, and go to my own county and to neighbouring counties, and that has been the main source of problems in those trees falling and damaging and breaking the ESB transmission lines as well. There's been blanket forestry in place, and that's not acceptable, and this government must tackle that and ensure that there's an even spread of forestry and plantation throughout the country, and that some communities are not under a siege in some areas with forestry growth and the growth of more and more plantations. It can be done. There can be an even spread of plantations throughout the country, but that must be addressed as urgently as possible. One thing that always concerns me, and it concerns me on the many debates we had during COVID here, is the need for us to ensure that we reach the vulnerable people and the hard to reach people. There must be a protocol put in place to ensure that our statutory agencies, be it the HSE or local authorities on post DSB, that they must work together to ensure that there is a knowledge of all people who are vulnerable. I know from engaging with officials at local level, there's a reluctance at times to disclose information because of GDPR, and I appreciate that. But there must be a protocol that ensures that the statutory agencies know when an emergency arises who may be vulnerable and who needs to be contacted, and ensure that they're safe and well. So that can be addressed at national level. But excuse me, we shouldn't be leaving it till the next storm. We should be addressing those issues now. But I just want to pay tribute to people in our statutory agencies who work extremely hard, and also the many sporting voluntary organisations who to this day are still continuing to provide much needed support to people who unfortunately are still without electricity, water supplies and without connectivity in their homes as well. Thank you, Cahirig.
Like, share, and subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.